guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys my go-to look that I like to do when I'm going out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my face, and to do that I'm going to be using the primer from LA Girl. I think it's a silicone based primer, so I'm just going to rub that all over my skin, and that's going to help me to have a smooth base for my foundation. Next I'm going to be moving on to brows. To do my brows, I'm going to be using the Brow Pencil by Essence. So I'm first going to start by outlining my brows, making straight lines for where I want my brow to start. And then I'm just going to make sure that I brush the product through, and you're going to see me constantly doing this throughout. So this is going to be a bit of a long video because I really wanted to show every step in my makeup routine, because I feel like I don't have a video that does that. So this is going to be that video for now, even though I don't have a dedicated brow tutorial, but I just wanted to give everyone an idea of how I would normally do my brows for those who are interested. So I'm going to continue drawing. I'm doing really light strokes. I know it's not 100% easy to see here, but I'm trying to do as light strokes as I can. It's just that this particular pencil from Essence is very waxy, so that's the reason why the brow looks so dark. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my color corrector. This is the orange color corrector from LA Girl, and I'm just gonna put that wherever I have darkness, and I'm not gonna blend it out. I'm actually gonna let it dry on my skin so that it can give me the maximum coverage. And now I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just gonna use that to clean up my brows. Now I'm going to go in with my Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to blend out that color corrector. The LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey on my eyelids. I always like to use the lightest color on my eyelids so that the eyeshadow shows up more. And I'm going to drink some water because I am always thirsty. Now I'm ready for my foundation. The foundation that I'm going to use is going to be from Estee Lauder, as always, in the shade Rich Cocoa. And I'm going to let the concealer dry on my eyelids, as you can see, while I blend out my foundation. Now I'm just going to take my beauty blender from Dischem and make sure that the foundation is pressed into my skin. So I'm going to go over the foundation with that because I really wanted my foundation to look like skin on this day. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Fawn shade from the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes because that's the area that I want to highlight. And then you'll see later, I'm also gonna try and do a bit of reverse contouring by bringing it a bit more around my nose to make my nose look smaller, because I don't like to do actual contouring. So for me, I like to do reverse contouring, and I feel that since I'm dark, my skin technically can contour itself, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna blend out that concealer with my Real Technique sponge, and I'm also gonna use my beauty blender in between to make sure that I get the perfect blend. Blending is everything, guys. I'm just gonna I normally start to blend out the edges first, and then I blend out the rest of it. Now I decided to go back in, and I'm going to add some concealer to the bridge of my nose, just so to highlight my nose. Now what I'm going to do again with that concealer, I'm not going to blend it out because I like a really highlighted nose. Again, since I don't contour, I need my highlights to be very strong. I always like to go in and set my eyelids first, so that's what you're going to see me doing here. I'm going to set my eyelids, and I tried to use the sponge, but I felt like it wasn't really getting in between the fine wrinkles in my eyes. So now you're going to see me using a big brush, because I do have quite a bit of wrinkles. Even though I'm young, I have a lot of wrinkles around my eye. So now that I feel like I've actually set most of the concealer, I'm going to go in with the triangle sponge, and I'm just going to set the concealer that's under my eye. So I like to set my makeup really quickly to make sure that I don't have any creases. So as soon as I blend it, then I set it. So I always start with a light layer and then gradually add it. The setting powder that I'm using is from Wet n Wild. So they do have two sets of setting powders. They have a darker one and a lighter one. Obviously I'm darker, so I went for the darker one. This is the darkest one that they have, but it's a really good setting powder and it'll leave you looking flawless. Now that I'm done with my 2-second bake, I'm going to wipe off the excess powder. I don't like to leave powder on my face because I have dry skin. If you have oily skin, you might be able to get away with leaving it on your skin, but personally, I don't prefer that. And I'm just going to make sure that the concealer on my chin is well blended out before I apply powder. So everywhere I put concealer, I'm basically going to put this powder. And I'm also going to put it under here by my chin. What do you call this area? I'm also going to put it in that area to sort of create a contour, because as I said, I don't like to contour, so this highlighting helps me to create contours. Now I'm ready for my eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution palette. I love this palette so much. It was 130 Rand well spent, and I did get it from Clicks. So I'm just going to go into the matte shade. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys properly that matte shade, but it's sort of like a matte pink, and it's the darkest one in the palette. So I just want to use that to get a transition shade. So because I was going out and I was going to be seeing people who may not be as familiar with makeup as I am, or as my friends are, I'm just going to apply a very light transition shade. I didn't really want it to show up. I wanted the focus to be more on my face, and I wanted sort of an effortless beauty. So that's why you're gonna see like the transition shade is not really gonna show up much, but I think it just made me feel better to know that there is a transition shade there. I don't like to do eyeshadow without a transition shade. Now I'm just gonna go in with my shimmery shade on all over my eyelid. So this is the darkest pink as well in the palette, the darkest shimmery pink. And with this one, I also used a lighter hand than I think I normally would use, but I still wanted the color to really show up and to be really pretty. So you'll see I'm gonna add it gradually. I never like to add colors or makeup too much at once, so I like to do it in steps. So I'm just gonna keep adding until I feel satisfied. I love this color so much, and it's just so pigmented, you guys. I'm just absolutely in love. So I just want to show you guys again. I'm gonna dip in again and go into my other eye now. To start off my eyeliner, I'm first gonna go in with my L'Oreal pen. So this is sort of like a highlighter eyeliner pen, and I like this because it gives you so much control. So that's the reason why I like to use this pen instead of going straight in with a false tip liner, because I feel like sometimes with a false tip liner it's a little hard to get control of your wing and get that beautiful perfect wing. So I did have to come in closer so I can see what I'm doing in the mirror. Now I'm ready to go in with my false tip liner. This is from Wet n Wild. So I'm just gonna fill in that eyeliner. So remember, my L'Oreal eyeliner is also actually old, so it is dried out. It dries out quite quickly, to be honest. No, it doesn't dry out quickly, but well, I've had it for too long, let me just be honest. So I'm just going to fill in my eyeliner with the Wet n Wild one. And the Wet n Wild one is also a lot longer lasting, so I think it's a great idea to put it on top of whatever eyeliner that you're using as well, to get that longevity in your makeup. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this powder from L'Oreal. I think this is in the shade Cappuccino. I'm just gonna have to check again. I'll probably put the right shade in the description box. So I like to use this all over my face. Initially I bought it for contouring, but I felt like it was too close to the shade of my actual skin. So I'm gonna put that all over my face. Also make sure that it helps me to blend in my makeup nicely. Now I never set the concealer on the bridge of my nose, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going back into my Wet n Wild powder to do that. Whenever I'm powdering my nose, I don't like to dust the product off immediately. I'm actually going to let it dry, and to me that helps with my highlight. And I'm going to move on to my lips while I let the product actually highlight my nose. I'm just going to go in with my NYX lip liner. I believe this is in the shade Ruby. And I'm actually going to take it all over my lips. And I'm also going to overdraw my lips because I have quite small lips. So I would like to make them look bigger. I don't like to overdraw too much because I don't want it to be obvious. But I never draw inside of my lips because my lips are too small for that. I'm going to add concealer to my lips just to create a nude lipstick. And then last but not least, I'm going to go over my lips with some lip gloss. My lip gloss is from The Balm and it's a nude lipstick, and I feel like it just perfects my lips. Now I'm just going to highlight my face, and as you can see, I did put my wig on off camera. So I'm just going to add highlighter. Because I was actually going somewhere, I didn't want to use too much highlighter because I don't want to scare people, especially people who are not makeup lovers. So I don't want to go overboard. So I was very light with my highlighter. I was very careful. I wanted it to show up and to, make me look bright or whatever, but I didn't want it to be excessive in any way. Now it's the best part of the makeup routine. It's time for mascara. So I'm actually going to go in with 2 mascaras. Both mascaras are from Essence. I cannot remember what these mascaras are called, but I'll definitely put the names in the description box. But it's obviously the pink one from Essence. And I like to go in with 2 mascaras because I don't wear lashes, so I feel like I actually need as much help as I can get. And oh my gosh, you guys, while we're here, I actually just wanted to apologize about the state of my wig. I'll do a review on this hair soon one day. It's a bit of a struggle. I'm gonna take it to my weavologist for styling. I at the moment don't want to do it myself at home because this hair is quite work. I did try to comb it, I did try to brush it, so but I am sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my nose now. So to highlight my nose, I'm actually gonna use an eyeshadow brush because I wanted precision and I wanted my nose to look really sharp in a way and highlighted. So I didn't want the highlighter going everywhere and then defeating the point of even highlighting my nose. I'm just gonna try to comb through that hair. So guys, you do have evidence. I did try to comb the hair. It still didn't work out. This is the end of the tutorial, guys. I'm just trying to finish combing my hair, but I'm so grateful to you guys for watching, and I really wanted to just say thank you so much for your support. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.